All right, yeah. So I don't play Madden. I don't play no FIFA or whatever it turns into, like FC 24 or something like that. Whatever it's turned into. I pretty much don't play any other sports game because I was able to very quickly realize that it seems like something like a scam. You get the same copy and paste video game, very little innovation, but yet the price to play these games, whether it be your time or your money through microtransactions, seems to be too taxing for what I'm actually experiencing. There's just no need to purchase every single annual release. But for some reason, when it comes to 2K, I'm invested in getting the game every year. And I can't help but feel like I just got caught in the matrix. Although I appreciate the good memories that I've had on 2K, oftentimes I feel like, damn, I wish I didn't have those memories at all. I wish I couldn't remember how great 2K used to feel, how great 2K used to play. But since the release of 2K20, I haven't had the same urge to want to stay on the game for the complete annual cycle. And for years, my daily drivers would either be 2K or Call of Duty. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are on the same wavelength, so you probably feel me on that. But the fact is, I'm just struggling for years now. It's 21, 22, 23, and now 24. I'm struggling to play the game throughout its entire annual cycle. And I'm curious to know how many of you guys are experiencing the same thing as me. I oftentimes think about new players getting on 2K, not experiencing 2K20, not experiencing 2K17 or 16, not even 19, playing this new age 2K. Those players probably got this super fresh perspective on 2K. They couldn't remember a time where driving to the rack was smooth and fluid. It didn't seem animation based. They probably couldn't remember the time where dribbling mechanics weren't clunky. Do you guys think that if you got on 2K in this current state, say from 21 to 24, if it's your first time on 2K, you didn't experience 20 and 16, would you guys be able to build that unwavering connection like we had back in the day? If we were looking at this thing in black and white, I like the direction that 2K is taking. And I certainly understand how it makes sense to the 2K development team. This type of gameplay could keep somebody on the game for an hour or two, but after that hour or two, it gets old very quickly. Back in the day, when we consider games like 2K16 and 2K20, it just never got old. We'd be on the game for hours upon hours, completely shutting down the parks, beating everybody in the park until the park was completely empty and we had to change servers. In 2K24, in regards to players, it's like the most limited game mode. Surely 2K has evolved, but is 2K's evolution gonna bring that same nostalgia and connection with their player base? In my opinion, these are the effects of big business getting in the way of gameplay development. For me, and it may be very well different for you, 2K feels like it's lacking a certain amount of substance, something that keeps me intrigued to continue playing the game. On 2K24, currently I have a 90 win percentage. Obviously, the matchmaking is broken. Me with my 90 win percentage and all purples on the floor, we constantly run into browns and blacks. And we're not talking about race here, we're talking about your level. And oftentimes I feel bad for these folks because they're just not going to come in prepared enough to play against us. And I recently saw a post from AllCity Big Heck encouraging 2K to develop a mercy rule for players who are getting spanked out there on the court. Not only should a mercy rule be for the players who are still remaining after being down 30, 40 plus points, but there should also be a mercy rule for the players who are still on the court on the opposing team, because they're the ones who would have to end up facing off against an AI for the players who actually quit for being frustrated from being down 30, 40 points. I truly don't understand how to make this clear. Me as a player, I go online to play against other players. I do not want to face off against AIs. How many times do you guys go into the rec and you immediately start the game with at least one AI damn near every game for 10 games straight? And if you so happen to have an AI matched against you, you already know it's going to be just a hella boring experience. You're pretty much just giving up 20 to 30 minutes of your life. In 2K24, the 2K development team thought it was a good idea to introduce penalties to those folks who are quitting games. And I gotta say, that's completely understandable that they took this approach, but I think this is where innovation kicks in. 2K tried to fix one problem. That was players quitting out for years. But as oftentimes is the case, when 2K tries to fix one problem, they end up creating a whole nother huge issue. 2K attempted to introduce penalties to those folks that were quitting out with like a 30-minute ban or something like that. And by no stretch of the imagination is this a flawless system. The system is definitely flawed, because a lot of you players out there will receive an error code from 2K and then get back on the game. It's already an inconvenience to get an error code, get back on the game only to find out that you've been banned because 2K thought you quit out the game. How is this acceptable, and how hasn't 2K come up with some sort of resolution to fix all of this stuff? And it's the accumulation of all these minor inconveniences, these quality of life issues on 2K that no longer allows me to connect with it like I once used to. And mind you, this was back in a time when we were like standing on dots waiting for games to finish. I mean, someone has to come up with a better matchmaking system so that folks aren't inclined to quit the games. And if players do quit games, hopefully they could come up with some sort of standby system that just kind of allows other players to join in, say like on a timeout or something like that. I have no idea how they would go about introducing this system, but something's gotta change because the fun factor is slowly dissipating. Over the last few weeks, I've been experiencing different gaming experience. I'm currently on Power World, and I played Power World last night, and it was absolutely amazing. It like brought the fun back to gaming. I'm almost certain I will be going live with Power World, so if you guys want to join in on a live stream playing Power World, let me know. Sound off in the comment section if that's something that you guys would like to see. I've been playing games like Red Dead Redemption 2, Cyberpunk 2077, the Phantom Liberty DLC. I'm looking forward to the release of Enshrouded, and I feel like this is what gaming is supposed to be about, man. Let me break something down real quick before I actually wrap up this video. 2K pretty much had me in a chokehold and I couldn't get out. This is for years. I had loved every second, every minute of trying to get better at playing 2K. I had loved that 2K was tapping into my competitive spirit. And I think that's why a lot of us love to play 2K. We vicariously get our basketball fix through 2K. And I want to just give you guys some facts here, because last year, as you guys know, I found out that I spent $1,200 in that one annual cycle just playing 2K. And when I found out how much money I had spent on 2K, I said, oh, hell no, because there are way better games out there that I don't spend anything outside of the unit sale. So then I had to consider my experience, my level of enjoyment playing 2K over the last few years. And I said, man, each year since 2K21, I've deleted every installment of 2K, including this year. So I promised myself and I promised you guys, no longer would 2K get that amount of money from me. And if they did get something even close to that amount of money, it would be in the span of 3-4 years. What I'm pretty much getting at is that I don't know if 2K realizes it. I understand that they're getting a bunch new players, but the fact is 2K had a consumer that was willing to pass on the experience that I once had and share that from generation to generation. And I was actually hopeful that that would be the case, but every year in 2K, these new iterations just ain't cutting it. 2K is no longer the same in my opinion. And for that reason, I'm just moving on. I'll play 2K as a pastime. Every now and then I'll load up and just get with the homies. But from this point forward, 2K, you're just no longer gonna be my daily driver. From a creator's perspective, I feel like 2K was trying to hold my wings down, just trying to hold me back. And from this day forward, we're just gonna spread our wings, fly and see what's out there, y'all. I will definitely still keep you posted on everything I learn about 2K. This has become a news channel, but I'm hopeful that you guys will be able to take this journey with us as we explore different gaming ideals. I will be going live a little later on today to talk some more about this stuff. Hopefully you guys could tune in. Y'all be sure to keep it locked. If you guys are tired of running with randoms and you're looking for players to run with on NBA 2K, come on out and join our Discord. We'd love to have you. The link for Discord will be in the description below. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in, and y'all be sure to keep it locked right here at AllCity Live TV, because we got a bunch more NBA 2K24 news, information, and updates coming your way. Drop a like and drop a sub on your way out. I'll catch you guys on the next video or live stream. Easy, y'all.